Hello everyone, this is Cheryl and I am back with Meta Tarot readings and a collective reading for all of my air signs. So if you are an Aquarius, Libra or Gemini, you have found your way into the right space. If you have any of those sun signs in your placement in your birth charts, even if you are not a Libra, Aquarius or Gemini, this reading may or may not resonate with you, but I have already gone ahead and blessed and cleared the cards and of course said the appropriate prayers for myself and also for this healing tarot session. We're going to begin your read today with the Isis Oracle card deck. So we're going to see what messages Mother Isis has for our air signs today. So again, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, let's see what information Spirit has to offer you. What messages do you have? Woohoo! Wow, right away. For Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. And we have a poker. Wow, okay. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, we have a beautiful start with your oracle card reading. At the bottom of the deck, I do want to show you this. We have the wings of Isis uniting with the angelic self. So it feels, air signs, that some of you have done the work and you've taken flight. This is literally an air card. Look at the wings, the feathers in the background. She has taken flight. He or she, you can switch the genders however it resonates. And she's soaring towards her destination. She's soaring up into the higher realms. She is uniting with her angelic self. The next card that asks to be shown is the spirit of Isis. Triumph of the goddess. So maybe you are experiencing some personal triumph at this time. You're feeling, the energy I'm getting from this card is a strong sense of the uniting of energies, of coming together. I really feel as if my heart center wants to grow wings and literally fly out of my chest up into the sky. That's the best way I can describe the sensation. But it appears you've experienced some type of personal triumph in your life. Maybe you have overcome some great obstacles, some difficulty. Maybe you have undergone some huge personal transformations that are allowing you to move into the next phase of your evolution, the next stage of your ascension. Because all so far, these cards to me speak of flight, of ascending, of soaring higher, because I feel almost the air current around my legs, around my thighs. So again, if you are an air sign and you know that you have done the work, and you know what I mean by this, right? And I'm going to say it. If you are a higher vibrational air sign, they're having me break it down. And Isis, Mother Isis is always very, how should I put this? She's on point. There's nothing much that misses her. So I feel that she's having me point out, there are some of you that have gone through the lessons, that you've gone through the work, and you are ascending. She's acknowledging that. For some of you, what I'm experiencing right now is almost a slight headache, like a tornado wind. Woof, even the way I said that. It's like I was being spun a little. So to those of you, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, that have been doing the work, that have been acknowledging your stuff, that have been unloading yourself, I'm hearing, in order to attain this feeling of lightness, this feeling of being, so that you're able to take flight into 444 on the clock, into this new stage of your existence. Mother Isis is saying that you're on the right path. But there are some other of you that are seeing a storm. There are some of you, look at this. She's being really clear with the difference. I'm being drawn to the darkness in the background. It's appearing to me as storm clouds within this reading. So some of you have a storm approaching. I'm feeling it almost like mini tornadoes moving across the horizon to you, while others of you have set flight and are flying. You've flown into your enlightenment. You've flown into your own ascension. You've achieved your own truth. So there are some of you that are ascending, and there are some of you that are in the eye of the storm. Interesting. It's followed by the key of life. Okay? Spinning the Ankh, the key of life. So again, I've got that sensation of some of you that are in flight. Some of you that are in movement. I feel some of you have passed judgment as I look at the Ankh as well. And when I say judgment, I don't mean of a physical 3D sense. I'm speaking more energetic, more spiritual, more soul. I'm hearing soul ties, in removing certain soul ties, in selling yourself free. I'm hearing him willingly undergoing the lessons that were presented to you, air signs. So I feel that some of you went through some genuine and very real trials and tribulations, particularly over the last 2 years, I'm hearing. However, again, that resonates with you. And some of you did the work, which is why you're feeling this uplift in spirit, while you're experiencing this current that has lifted you up, that is moving you, ascending you to a higher level, to a higher frequency. And some of you still haven't unburdened yourselves. Some of you are still trying to travel. Wow, some of you are still trying to fly with the same load, the same packs attached to you. So it feels as if some air signs, wow, this is interesting, some air signs are caught in a current of sorts. Some of you have gotten out of the current, the pattern that you were trapped in, and are ascending. You're moving higher. You're able to now look at things from above, is what I'm being told. You can see with an eagle eye, thank you, Spirit, with an eagle eye view, wow, everything and everyone, the situations, wow, you're able to see everything clearly, while some of you are still trapped within the storm, are still wrapped up within, some of them are personal tornadoes, some of you have become involved in other people's tornadoes, in other people's storms, and your energy has become intertwined with that. So some of you are struggling to pull yourself out of situations that you are currently in, while other air signs, and I'm hearing soaring up to meet the energy of Mother Isis. So again, some of you are doing the work, some of you are connecting, some of you are learning, some of you, I keep hearing, are soaring high. Whereas some of you have allowed yourselves to become trapped in this storm, in this weird in-between air current place where I don't know if it's that you're being pulled back, held back, or whether you're maybe even holding yourself back. Maybe some of you are afraid to unload your burdens and to set flight. I'm not sure. But the next oracle card is the Mother of Life, is saying that you need to trust your process in order to set your wings. Again, I'm being drawn to the wings, and this almost feels like, it looks like scales, right? To me, I'm seeing also scales with the Ankh in the middle and the eagle of truth, right? And this symbol also represents Horus. So I feel like there is a truth or a justice signs that you either need to come to. Some of you have come, some of you have weighed the truth. Some of you have weighed the truth, and you've come to your own decision, free will, which is why you're ascending, which is why you are able to leave whatever this storm cloud, current, tornado environment is that you found yourself in. Some of you. And again, I'm drawn to the Ankh again, because I feel that whatever situation you were involved in, whatever you did or someone did, there was some type of judgment that was called. And this judgment, I mean, really, depending on your actions, right, on this scale I'm seeing here, it either allowed you to set yourself free so that you were able to release yourself from whatever it is that you became involved in, so that you could find your own justice, seek your own truth. Because the mother of life is the nourishment of the golden grain mother. That's the reward. Receiving the truth, the divine truth, the whole truth, the truth that allows you to be your authentic self, which gives you your wings, air signs, to fly. Particularly if you're a Libra, right? Libra represents the scales of justice. So even within this card, I'm seeing all of the air signs. I'm seeing the duality of the situation, right? Having to weigh the consequences of maybe the choices that you've made, or the people that you surrounded yourself with, or the things that you've done. Using Libra as the justice to come to a decision, 11:22 on the clock. And then Aquarius, opening out the wings and selling flight. Being able to soar, using logic, using knowledge, using truth into a higher realm of understanding. Wow, that's pretty powerful, air signs. Because you have the key of life, right? And clearly it is within you to triumph. Some of you have. Whatever it was you were exposed to, air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, whatever it was that you were exposed to, you found your truth, and your truth either elevated you or it kept you trapped after some type of decision, some type of judgment was made within these storm clouds, within these tornadoes. I'm seeing like hundreds of mini tornadoes, hundreds. So some of you, through this decision, your decision, someone else's decision, someone else's judgment, has kept you trapped in this lower energy, this lower air current frequency, while some of you were able to ascend. Some of you were able to judge for yourself, was able to look at the duality, Gemini, contained in the situation, had it weighed, had it judged, Libra, and through truth, divine truth, your truth, authentic truth, were able to open their wings and set themselves free. I see that in the sign of Aquarius, flying it above it all, using that knowledge, right? Using that knowledge, that intellect, to fly above all the bullshit. That's what I mean, to fly above the bullshit, 13:22 on the clock, and to see the truth of whatever it is that you are involved in, or were involved in, are involved in, whether it's, again, personal relationship, career, friendship, family, community. Some of you found the ability through this time to rise above the BS, to see the truth, incorporating all three elements, all three air signs. Gemini, duality. Libra, truth and justice. Aquarius, the intellect, the divine truth, setting oneself free. Let's pull some tarot on this. Because again, it's a very powerful energy, because you are being encouraged. And I feel that maybe this is for the air signs that might still be trapped in that air current, that instability, that tornado weather. You have the opportunity to unite with your angelic self, to soar higher, to connect. But it is about you coming to the right choice, making the right decision, so that you can fly out, move out of whatever current it is that you found yourself stuck in. Again, I'm being told, particularly after this judgment, this decision, so that you can reclaim your space and just move into the higher vibrancy, the higher frequency that you're supposed to be in. Mother Isis is pretty clear on that. So let's see what tarot has to offer. Holy Spirit, what information do you have for my air signs today? Wow. What information do you have for Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini today? What information do you have for Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini today? Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm starting to understand why, air signs, you received the oracle cards that you did. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Staves. Someone is desperately defending their position. They're trying to hold off the individuals who are coming at them with the 6 staves at the bottom. I'm being told very clearly, air signs, if this is you, you are losing ground. You are sliding towards these people who are opposing your viewpoints. Or again, you know, maybe this is someone that you're dealing with. But someone is losing their ground. The ground is cracking beneath their feet. They're finding it more and more difficult to defend themselves against the people who are confronting them. This is what I'm hearing, air signs, if this resonates. Either you are being confronted surrounding a situation, something that you might have said or did or been involved in, or you're doing the confronting, but someone is losing ground here. Someone is desperately trying to defend themselves. I almost feel as if I'm tipping forward, even holding this card, because it's like the ground underneath them is giving way. Whatever it was this person said or did, I'm hearing no one believes them. No one believes them, which is why these staves are coming at them the way that it is. It really does feel like, again, air signs, if you resonate with this, this is a group of people that are either coming at you over something that you might have said or did, or maybe even, I'm hearing, even put into motion. Or you are coming at someone, you're one of these 6 staves, coming at someone who said or did something that put something into emotion, because there are a lot of people that are upset about this situation. To further clarify that is the 8 of Swords. This is an air sign card. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Someone feels trapped over something that they did. I'm being told that something that was a triumph backfired. This is why this came up crossing Spirit of Isis, Triumph of the Goddess, because now I'm understanding too why she was clear that there were 2 groups as far as Mother Isis is concerned in this air sign reading. Because again, some of you, that's why, thank you, Mother. Wow, that's why she was so clear. Some of you have done the work and you're ascending, and she's there waiting for you, waiting to help you on the next level of your journey. Some of you stayed within those storms. Some of you generated tornadoes deliberately or co-created tornadoes, because with this 8 of Swords, you feel absolutely trapped. You do not know how you are going to work your way out of a very difficult situation, which again, it appears you got what you wanted. That doesn't appear to be the issue here. What appears to be the issue is maybe how you did it, how you went about it. Because I'm feeling very, very, very strongly, this is coming across as almost like a 9 of Cups, a wish fulfillment. Someone was successful in gaining something. 1922 on the clock, again with the numbers. But whatever it is that they gained, whatever it is that they achieved, and I'm hearing it could have been on the backs of others, maybe, on someone. It's got you or the individual or group, again from the energy from this that I'm dealing with, up in arms right now. You feel trapped. I also feel you're being watched. I feel like you're being watched. And this might be another reason why you feel completely trapped in your head right now. You are not sure what to do. This is interesting because you know people know. You know people know. You almost, wow, you almost feel like it's a trap when you open your mouth. Like you're answering questions that you feel that people already know the answer to. That's the energy I'm getting from this card, which is why you're so trapped in your head right now. You feel like you're being tested. So I don't know what the situation was that you got yourself involved in, but the next card is the Devil card. Tells me that this was a situation where maybe there was lust involved, sex, drugs, alcohol, some type of addiction or obsession, maybe with someone or something that, again, remember it came clarifying the key of life. And I kept saying this Ankh was judgment to me in this reading. It's surrounding this Devil card here. There was, okay, I'm just going to say what I'm hearing. There was absolutely some lustful activity that took place. Again, this could have been drugs, alcohol, sex, lies, deception, obsession, manipulation. Wow. Manipulation. There's a whole myriad of different energies that is coming from this Devil card in clarifying this key of life. And notice key of life. Spinning the Ankh, the key of life. This is almost like, if we think traditional tarot, this is, I'm seeing this as the Wheel of Fortune. Either you or someone that you're involved with absolutely changed their karma. Or, no, they're facing karma right now. And I'm noticing, I've never seen this in, wow, I've never seen this before. In the background, but there's an actual wheel. 22:22 on the clock. There's an actual wheel behind her. Karma is turning for either you or for whomever you were involved with, air sign. And again, this was connected to some type of, I don't know, maybe you again or the person. I keep hearing people because the next card, look at this, is the Five of Staves. This is people fighting. This is people fighting, and it goes hand in hand with the first card that likes to be shown from the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Staves. Either you, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, are being forced to defend yourself against individuals that are coming at you for something that they believe you did, that they are also fighting over. Like, this is really intense energy. And this came up under the Mother of Life. And look how I was called to break down this card at the start of the reading. There was a judgment that was made. There was some type of act. Getting that clearly. There was some type of act, because I'm seeing the sign of Gemini. So maybe you or someone else presented two different sides of themselves, two different faces. But whatever it was that happened, that duality, that Gemini aspect was tried with the Ankh, Libra, the scales. And whatever judgment that was rendered, some of you, air signs, those who did the work, who I'm hearing recognized the bullshit and decided that they were going to leave the nest, fly above it, you guys are feeling, you're feeling the results of that. You're experiencing the freedom, the true freedom that is bringing you, because you're able to soar above it all. You can see everything with an eagle eye, and your heart and your spirit is at rest because you're not involved in this. For those other air signs that were judged through this card, through their own sun signs, which again is very powerful. 2500, very powerful, right? Judge through their own signs. So they were weighed purely, I'm being told, on their own characteristics, on their own actions, on their own choices. They're now being forced to defend themselves against groups. It's not even one group. Against groups of people. Oh my goodness. This starts to be shown surrounding a Queen of Wands energy. A Queen of Wands energy. So it's possible air signs, because all of these cards are staves, right? Which is represented by the Suite of Fire. So you could be dealing with someone who is a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries, male or female. Again, you can switch the genders how they resonate. Or maybe you're dealing with someone, or maybe you embody these characteristics within your own chart. But in a lower vibration, this Queen of Wands, she appears as, well, she's promiscuous. She acts in a lower vibration. She plays, unfortunately, with black magic. She does things, she manipulates in order to get her way. This is the Queen of Wands in a lower aspect. This is a woman who uses sex, her wits, and anything else, I'm hearing, that is at her disposal to get her way. And male or female, within this reading, he or she is being made to defend themselves. And again, I'm hearing against a lot of people. And there's also another group that is also fighting within your reading, air signs, about what happened or is occurring surrounding this Queen of Wands, surrounding this energy. So again, air signs, this is, this is very interesting, because again, for some of you saw this. Thank you, Spirit. Some of you saw this, which is why the Oracle cards were saying you've been rewarded. Those air signs who resonate with this and being told, you know what side of the fence you're on. Because whatever this situation was that I am reading here that was judged, and it appears it was judged in the court, I'm going to say, of unpopular opinion, because there are a lot of people who are watching this play out. There are a lot of people who are arguing and fighting about this, who feel stuck mentally in their head about this. And one of the key players, whether it's you or the person that you're dealing with, you're being made to defend yourself, surrounding the energy of this Queen of Wands energy. Whether it's you that is this Queen of Wands air signs, whether you know who this individual is, there is a lot of argument surrounding this individual. There is a lot of discussion and being told people are fighting and arguing about whatever it is that this individual did, that clearly signs from the way it's showing up in this reading, it's either you or you know this person or was involved in this, or maybe you are one of these Five of Staves. Or if you're the air sign, maybe you're feeling trapped and you're simply watching how things unfold. Again, depending on the choice that you made. Interesting, because I feel, air signs, again, if you're resonating with this, you are presented with a choice. You are presented with a clear choice. And some of you made the quote-unquote right choice because you're just looking at this like, yep, nothing to do with me. Thank God, stepped away. Don't want to be caught up with this. And some of you allowed yourselves to get caught up. Some of you allowed yourselves to get caught up. And now you're trapped mentally in a situation that you're not sure how you're going to see your way out of. I went to, okay, The Hangman again asks to be shown. He's been showing up in quite a few readings today surrounding the collective reads. Some of you have been enlightened, you achieved your truth, and you are soaring above it. Some of you have been enlightened. Mother Isis, Spirit, is saying you need to adopt a new perspective, because you have to, there is some different, if you want, look at this, if you want this happiness, you're going to have to make some different choices. Wow, they're being really clear. If you want personal happiness, because it feels like, air signs, it's your personal happiness that was at the root of whatever craziness it was that occurred, you've been asked to seek a new perspective on it. Because whatever it was that happened, whatever you did, the person that you're involved with did, this group did, it could be family, friends, community, work, I don't know, however it resonates with you, air signs. This is where you are right now. If you did not do the work, if you did not make the right decision, and as I said, if you're resonating with this, you know what that decision was. You're in this position and you're being asked to literally take a new perspective on what your happiness looks like. On what your happiness looks like. So I hope this makes sense. 31:31 on the clock. This is where I say goodbye to you all. I'm really hoping, air signs, that this reading helped to answer some questions for you, you know, or at the very least provide some healing for you. So until I see you all again, in much love and light, namaste.